Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want. I don't go to school and I kill people. Whatever. I'll do what I want. Do what I want. Oh.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well on this lovely, lovely evening. Yeah, got a fun one for you tonight. As we all know, it's supposed to be my day off, but I'm here because things can never settle down why I'm not trying to stream. So anyways, I am here. We are going to talk about some of the tensions that are going on, and I'm genuinely concerned. I think we're real close to something popping off. And things getting really bad. So, let's say hello and get into it. And we have Shenny. Hello, hello. Dog Mama. Hello. Bobby. Yes, Bobby. Yes. Daza. What's up, mate? Not as gay as you, D's. What's up, genitals? Jason, what's up, buddy? Well, especially today, I think that's both important and difficult. So good luck. What's up, Josh Chandler? Yeah, we'll kind of get into that too. Exactly. What's up, Jacob Castro? So hell, we'll start there. I think that they go hand in hand. I think that either we're going to collapse and our last dying breath, we're going to do something stupid, or there's going to be a world war that's going to cause more extreme division here at home, do things like suspend an election, and then we'll end up getting the short end of the stick there. So I think one happens briefly before the other. What's up, Nandor? I see that the hurricane didn't get to you. Or maybe you beat that hurricane's ass. Because you're a strong, empowered woman. I think.
Nazi fags.
So we're gonna get right into it tonight. So we'll kind of go through what has happened recently, and then as soon as we are done with this, I'm going to dump everybody in to the next room. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mess with you. Well, I would, but I wouldn't. Hey, what's up, Digger? How you doing? So yeah, we'll kind of get into this this whole thing going on. Yeah. Oh, dump. Thank you for the reminder. After we're done with this, I'm going to dump you guys into another stream right here on YouTube that I created or I'm about to create. What we're going to do is we're going to watch the Tucker Carlson on X or whatever, because he's talking about some guy who supposedly had sex with Barack Obama. So this is supposed to be a much anticipated one. And I have not watched it yet. It just came out an hour or so ago. So might be a little bit longer than that. So I don't know if anybody's seen it, but I will dump the stream into the stream and just to separate it. Special guest. His name is Larry Sinclair. So we'll be going right over there right after. So, and that will be YouTube only because I cannot make 2 Rumble streams. So at the same time. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. What's up, Snafu? That's in Discord after. Also, I have so many questions with this, and I asked the fine people in Discord, but I don't think we got a clear answer. So, smash or pass? I'm very intimidated. Speaking of gay porn, very intimidated by this. Here, I'll even make a poll. These, I know what you were voting. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Well, should Hulk smash you? I also think it's Photoshop, but it's an interesting thought experiment. What's up, Oz? She smash you, you not smash her. Yeah, but kind of terrifying, if you ask me. If it got no sticky outfits. Gross. Gross. So yeah, we'll let that sink in for a minute. Did I see the one about Lauren Boebert? No, I did not. I did not. Gross. I missed something. Shit, I had a video on it, but apparently it's Tim Pool and we're not doing that, so we'll do a tweet. So we'll get started. It's this chick, by the way, for the poll. 100%. That's good enough for me. Smash is 3 votes, and we have 7 votes for pass. So we would pass. I'm okay with that. So getting right into the news. So there's been some back and forth, kind of a pissing match going on between world leaders, or the people that run Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin. So Russia has recently armed their Satan II missile. Now, their Satan II missile it's a pretty intense missile from what they're saying. Hey, what's up, Linda? Oh, that's cute. Twitter reportedly experiencing worldwide outages. Posts aren't loading. Huh. That's weird. So, super sidetracked. So, this is a missile. It's called the Satan II. I forget what it is in Russian. It is a missile that breaks apart. So it can go about 16,000 miles. So effectively hit anywhere on the Earth because Russia is a very big country. And it drops ordnances on its target location. So several nuclear bombs on its target location. So it could be catastrophic. We cannot stop it because it moves too fast. We can't stop the hypersonic. And yeah, it's not going to be good for us. But so they have, for the first time, placed it into combat duty. It could have been. Maybe that's where Putin got the design. But so here's them touting the Satan II. I think this should be the test firing. Yeah, there it is. So this is the missile. It's a standard intercontinental ballistic missile. It goes into space, comes back down, breaks apart, and they go over a wide range of area. You've seen the Satan II in person? That's cool. Oh, genitals. I'm sorry. I didn't know that was your mom. I changed my vote then. I don't change my vote. Yes, don't be a digger. Switch from live chat or top chat to live chat. So that's courtesy of the sun. That is the missile. It's been placed on combat duty for its first time ever. So it is active and officially ready. So they say it's 800 kilotons. I don't know if I believe that. I'm trying to see if they have it in here. Because there's our bomba. I'm looking at nuke map, which I could just switch over to. If you guys never seen this, it's pretty cool. So you pick a city, and then I don't see it in here. Largest bomb, Ivy Mike, Castle Bravo, B-38. But I think it's 800 kiloton. For a little bit of scale, the bomb we dropped on Japan was 15 kiloton, one of the bombs. Oh, that's cool. Likely going to be an airburst. And we'll look at casualties and radio active fallout. So if something was to hit New York, and you could put in anything, yeah, it probably more realistically, but they say 800, so let's give them the full thing. So your estimated fatalities from one bomb hitting the New York area, 1.5 million people, with about 3 million injured. Enabled level buildings, and it would be pretty nasty. I don't know why it's not showing me. It only shows you the cloud and all that shit. I don't know if it's not working correctly or. But anyways, so if we do that, or we can go out to like Los Angeles is another one where we probably see them doing something like that. And even in Los Angeles, you'd have 582,000 fatalities and 1.5 million injuries. This thing is sketch. It's being sketched right now, but usually it shows this big kind of dome so you can see it. But it's not going to do that. So I did click the detonate, but oh no, I didn't. I'm stupid. I thought I did for real though. Okay, so here's the different shells of what would happen, and it takes into account wind direction and stuff like that. So that would always be like, what the fuck is processing? I think it's population density and all kinds of other stuff. So let's go back to New York. There, it showed up, and I didn't have to put it. So this is New York. Like all the way into New Jersey would be decimated. That kind of stuff. So yeah, there is a storm. So if I go out randomly, unexpectedly, it was not Russia nuking me yet. That might happen sometime. So let's go back over to this list here, and he has his different things here. So Russia warns of escalation if U.S. stations nuclear bombs in the UK. The United States has already said that it's going to put it's going to restock NATO with nuclear weapons. So they are going to. I can do DC. There is nothing to see here, Chloe. What's up, buddy? What's up, Jason? So DC, 484,000 people, but most of them are politicians. So it would be like 7 people, because we know politicians aren't people. True. But it would decimate everything. Yeah. So it could be pretty nasty. Anyways, what about Michigan? There's nothing in Michigan to hit. Usually saber rattling. None of these ding dongs know what they're going to do if they actually set something off. Putin is not a very happy camper. He has nothing left to lose, and he's really kind of he's in a bad spot. I think we're probably the closest that we've ever been to something happening. Hang on, let me. And the United States seems to have no interest in stopping anything, so that's also scary. So if they, for whatever reason, nuke Detroit, well, she is, but I did right next to it. 218,000 fatalities instantly. So that's actually a pretty big blast radius. Knowing that you have Warren, Wyandotte, so that's downriver area, all the way out to Taylor Techie. So that would be pretty bad. Where in Florida? So if we nuke these, about the same as Detroit, 220,000 fatalities, 514,000 estimated injuries. If we moved it over and put it kind of middle of Dallas Fort Worth, I don't know if there's more people there or it is. Well, I mean, from the nuke. Yeah. Yep. You would hit Yellowstone? Huh. That's interesting. Joe Biden gave him a list of all our targets. If you guys don't remember, maybe I'll try to find a clip unless anybody has it. Jellystone. Jelly. We can do Yellowstone and then we'll go over to PC. It's gonna kill like 7 people because there's nobody up there. 160 people for Yellowstone. 550 injuries, but it would do some significant damage. It would be more likely to be up in this Bozeman Butte area where we know that they have warheads in this kind of general vicinity. See, I don't want to give these guys any ideas, Chloe. And it was not for the reason D said. But if you hit Chicago with the winds, 1, you're taking out major population center. 2, you're taking out major amount of commerce. But 3, you're contaminating the books. So I think it would have a far more lasting impact. See if I got to actually play Illinois. So if we hit Chicago, 557,000 estimated fatalities. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but if you hit it in the right spot, then you're contaminating all the fresh water. Exactly. Warren Air Force Base? Okay. Nope, not San Antonio. In Wyoming. Let's go up here. Wish it wasn't just a sliver. It's down like this area, isn't it, Linda? Holy shit, there's like 10 people. You put them all? $800 kilotons is the supposed yield. However, I don't know that that's. I'll look it up. I don't know that that's accurate. That's reported by the Russian government. Effie Warren. Yeah, I know that. In the south, about an hour from Denver. Yeah, I think that's pretty close. I'm going to get an actual map. Well, let's put Wyoming. No, it keeps on. Oh, that's Africa. What the hell? Cheyenne, Wyoming is where it says. So yeah, I was pretty close. Australia would be close. Yeah, so about 45,000 fatalities, but you would also get a lot of other stuff. Obviously. So Vancouver, BC. $339,000 fatalities. Quite a bit. Obviously, probably wouldn't. Australia. Close enough. Ah, fuck me. There we go. Not very many in Perth. Let's see. Shit, I should know where he lives. But I don't. It's almost like I didn't pay attention. Melbourne? Is Ozzy in Melbourne? Damn. 250,000 people. What if we nuke Wagga Wagga? So, but for real, and so this is fireball radius on a yield like this would be 0.80 kilometers or 2.45 kilometers squared for the inner fireball, which would incinerate everything just outside. Oh, well, we can fix that. Right. Is that better? But even outside of that, you have a pretty massive area. 5 psi blast damage radius, up to 6.53 kilometers, and thermal radiation radius, where you still get third-degree burns, 11.1 kilometers, which is that outside ring. Light blast damage radius, so you're still going to feel it, and that's about 18. Now, if we do them on the surface, it is a different thing, but they're likely the way that these nukes work. They're gonna do it from the air. And airburst kills more, surface does more contamination. So so that was fun. And yes, just run towards the bright light always. USA. So anyways, back to this. So right after we said, yep, we're going to put nukes back in the United Kingdom and rearm NATO countries with warheads, Russian state TV threatened a nuclear strike on the United States. And yeah, so they're pretty serious about it. So American nukes have not been on British soil for 15 years. Uh, um, Russia said it would treat it as an escalation, that it should be avoided. So obviously that's a bad idea. It's a bad idea to keep escalating this. I have no idea what the video is, but damn, that was on. Kremlin propagandist has issued the latest nuclear threat against the West regarding the war in Ukraine, warning the U.S. could be in danger of a Russian missile attack. That's just the South Park guy. And okay, video nuclear strike on U.S. threatened by Russian state TV. Russian state television station threatened nuclear war. National defense newspaper said unprecedented action. So there's a lot of and a hit on Biden. So we have a couple of B-2s in the UK, so that changes that. Yes, we do. We also have some B-52s in Ireland. So, as of recently. Thoughts on they try and take out SpaceX launch locations? I could see them trying to take out the Cape, not specifically for SpaceX. I think he'd be much happier luring SpaceX away from the United States. And if the government keeps dicking with Elon, that might just happen. So I think that Iceland, sorry. I think since they both have peaceful purposes and the United States has taken up, or SpaceX specifically has taken up Russian astronauts to the International Space Station, I think that it would be more beneficial for them to coerce or coax SpaceX to Russia than would be to destroy it. But plus, we have so many missile silos that even if they were going to first strike it and try and take out some or most, that's the reason why we have redundancy in the triad. So it's just, unless they were going to go scorched earth and just bomb the shit out of everything, there's no way that they're going to get all the planes, all the silos, all the submarines, and not inadvertently or advertently take out Kennedy or Vandenberg. So yes, exactly. That's the best plan. So so where does that take us to now? So right after that, the United States, of course, has to show how big their PB is. So U.S. launched unarmed ICBM tests to test nuclear capabilities among tensions with North Korea. But the head command said that these Minuteman III barrages, there were several. No, I appreciate it, Jason. Yeah, subs will last longest. They'll be the hardest to nail down. So, the U.S. nuclear commander said that it was a show of force, and this happened last night in Southern California, between 11:47 p.m. Pacific time and 5:47 a.m. Pacific time. So, yeah, so they shot some unarmed, basically just to say that it was a saber rattling. It was, we're gonna do this and blah blah blah. So, that's curious. There seems to be no no talking anybody down. Everybody just keeps kind of flexing and making this a bigger deal than, in my opinion, that it probably ever should. So we'll watch the Minuteman test. This was one of the Minuteman tests from last night at Vandenberg. These were not televised, or I probably would have worked, or I probably would have done it. Did it work for the U.S.? Yes, supposedly it did. And so the way that they acquired this missile is they picked from a group of missiles at Maelstrom in North Dakota. Picked one at random of the 400 that they have on ready standby. They took it down to Vandenberg and launched it from Vandenberg. So this one specifically. So exactly. Just give them to Ukraine, for fuck's sake. It's not worth all this shit. It isn't. And this is probably the most tense it's been since the Cold War, in my opinion. I think that we're heading fast for something we can't go back on, and that's frankly terrifying. So we'll watch a short video.
Air Force Global Strike Command airmen conducted an operational test launch of an unarmed Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile September 6 to demonstrate the readiness of the U.S. nuclear forces and provide confidence in the lethality and effectiveness of the nation's nuclear deterrent. Today's test launch used a randomly selected intercontinental ballistic missile pulled from F.E. Warren Air Force Base, Wyoming. The missile was transported more than 1,300 miles and reassembled at Vandenberg Space Force Base, California. The ICBM was equipped with 3 test re-entry vehicles and traveled approximately 4,200 miles at a speed of more than 15,000 miles per hour to a test range near the Kwajalein Atoll in the Marshall Islands. The ICBM test and evaluation program helps validate the reliability the nuclear umbrella our allies and partners rely on, eliminating the need to obtain their own nuclear weapons
it
to
came
counter
from Minot
potential adversaries.
in North Dakota,
The
not
50-year-old
Maelstrom.
Minuteman III is
Maelstrom's
based
in Montana.
Colorado, Montana, Nebraska, North Dakota, and
This
Wyoming,
specific
and will
one.
be replaced by the LGM-35A Sentinel. Reporting from Vandenberg Space Force Base, I'm Senior Airman Tiara Sibley.
So that was an official press release. And here is Putin authorizing this Satan II missile that can allegedly sink the country of Britain. I don't think he understands how countries work, but, you know, we had a congressman here that thought we could think we could tip over an island, Hawaii, I think. So it is a test fire, and some units and people in charge could get a job. But it was specifically billed for a show of force. That's how it was sold. Is it was a show of force, and it was a show of we're ready kind of thing. We haven't done one in a really long time. But there is a renewed and ridiculously high tension at this point, and that's what concerns me. And there's no cooler heads prevailing or backing down, because our guy's a potato. Russia is obviously Russia. So there's nobody in charge of anything that has any incentive to de-escalate. Stupid question. How resilient are the Starlink satellites? Like, how much would survive re-entry and at what speed? The Starlink satellites, they would burn up. They're designed to burn up in during re-entry because they deorbit them. So when there's orbital decay, which means they can't hold their orbit anymore because they're out of field to do so, or have any kind of issue, then they just burn up in the atmosphere, and that's how they're designed. So it would have zero impact. So that always sucks. What are you thinking of bringing them all down and just pelting Russia? Because that's kind of a cool idea. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that wouldn't. They would burn up. Could you? I don't know. I think it would be a hard sell to try and do it, and it wouldn't have the impact. So here's Vlad authorizing the Satan
Верховный
II.
главнокомандующий вооруженными
You'll have
силами
to ask
Российской
Pease what the hell he's
Федерации
saying.
Владимир Владимирович Путин.
С учетом новых вызовов и, конечно, бесценного опыта проведения специальной военной операции, продолжим всесторонне совершенствовать вооруженные силы. Важнейшая задача здесь – развитие ядерной триады, которая является ключевой гарантией военной безопасности России и глобальной стабильности. Уже около половины частей и соединений РВСН оснащены новейшими комплексами ЯРС. Проводятся перевооружение войск на современные ракетные системы с гиперзвуковой боевой частью «Авангард». В ближайшее время на боевое дежурство заступят первые пусковые установки комплекса «Сармат» с новой тяжелой ракетой. В строгом соответствии с планами пополняются арсеналы авиационной и морской составляющих стратегических ядерных сил. В январе 2023 года на боевое дежурство, на дневную службу вышел фрегат адмирал флота Советского Союза Горшков, оснащен новейшими гиперзвуковыми ракетами «Циркон».
So yeah, he's saying that they're ready. He's saying some pretty strong language. And of course, you know, yeah, rods from God. Well, you know, they don't really care. So our hourly landing rate, so the amount of money that we burn through in 1 hour at this point has now reached a staggering $115 million per hour per every single day, nonstop. So 115 million. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. And they are, but again, if Putin is this wounded animal that he supposedly is, then the last thing we should do is be kicking him, in my opinion. So, but of course, if anything else breaks on this, yeah, Putin was tame when Orange Man Bad was in office. Then put him next to Bedouin. Yeah. But I just wanted to make everybody kind of aware of what the hell was going on, because I think it's concerning. I think the tensions are exorbitantly high, and I think that we're probably in for something. It seems like the whole world's at kind of a boiling point, and you get that in personal situations and with situations regarding to geopolitics. I think that at some point something's got to boil over, and that's what I'm worried about. So we'll continue to watch it. If anything happens, I will certainly try and let you know. If we get nuked into oblivion, it was nice knowing y'all, and hope to see you on the other side. So hang tight. Hopefully, anyways, wait. Did you hear that the U.S. canceled the Dark Eagle hypersonic missile range at Cape Canaveral Air Force Base? Oh, did they? Okay. I didn't hear that. Huh. The United States has fallen behind on technologies big time. Bigly. Very, very bigly. Wow. I think that we have a problem in development, and we're never going to be the power that we used to be. Because of the way in which we develop things throughout government service, whether it be NASA or military or whatever. You just have too many. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. I think we're in for some rough times, but something's got to give, and hopefully we make it out on the other side. The first cancel launch was because the battery wasn't working. Wow. Yeah, they should have. They should have. Don't use lithium. I tried to take lithium apart to show you guys what salt water does to lithium, and I had an interaction with the fire department, let's call it, because those things are dangerous, and I was careful. Lithium ion, and they burn forever. So don't fuck with lithium. It's bad. But that's gonna be it for the first part of the show. Don't know why I'm doing it this way, but it's because it was an afterthought. Because I forgot the Tucker interview was tonight. So I am going to dump into my own stream, which is starting right now. And hopefully everybody will go over there after, because that would be awesome if shit worked the way it's supposed to. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And this will be YouTube only because I can't make 2 streams at a time on Rumble. So that sucks. But so I'm working on doing that right now. I was going to post the link to if I can find it. Share. Copy. Yeah, the U.S. canceled a lot of projects, and then the projects that they went through with, like the Zumwalt cruisers, they were just so expensive they couldn't. Yes, we're redirecting to another meaty stream because I wanted to see how it works. But yes, they have. And we certainly do. We're in a bad spot, and you just careful with Twitter. I just got a decade strike from my own footage from out there. I had no idea how to fix it. The bastard. A decade strike from Twitter or from YouTube? Damn, Chloe's already here. DMCA? From YouTube? Oh, from Twitter? Well, fuck Twitter. I don't really care about Twitter. So, all right, I'm gonna